Hey, what's up, avatars? So this is Violet Ronza once again with another Bard video. Today we are in the Rise. I am coming from the entrance of the Resolute sewers. So for anyone who would like to know my pathing, this is from where I'm going to be going. So when I farm in the Rise here, what I do, I start off with my buffs, obviously. So my buffs are Air's Embrace, Shield of Air, and then I like to cast myself Douse and Celestial Blessing, just for those Elven mages. Then we're gonna go into my combat deck for this, for these rooms. So in terms of combat decks, for the mages, what I like to do is take Refrain of Resistance, as well as Rhapsody of Recovery. So the Refrain of Resistance is going to help block a lot of their magic from the elves, which the elven mages are usually the ones who deal the most damage to me. Afterwards, the Rhapsody is to heal myself, since I'm using my focus bar as a health pool, and a tonal area to do my damage. The remainder of my glyphs are Purify, to remove any damage over times or debuffs, Dodge, Evasion, Flurry for the draw speed modifier from the light armor spec, and Sprint, as well as Mind Lock just to keep my glyphs up. I will also eat some food, so I use the focus foods. I use the chicken pot pie, the hemlock and ham, and the Ichthyosaur fried ice cream, which combined give me a total of 600 extra focus. And that's all there is to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by stacking our glyphs here in advance. And then we're just going to run through those rooms, and I'll show you really quickly how to deal with the few rooms here that are good to do. And afterwards, I'm gonna kill the pit dragon using the same deck that I would use to kill the boars. So we're gonna cast a tonal area right off the bat just to make sure it's ticking, and then now we can just start casting our songs and just upkeep them. So we're just gonna run right through here and head towards the, I call them the barracks and the kitchen. Gonna wait for this guy to die from the damage from Itono. Now, the Rise is a great spot nowadays to farm for Sage's Sashes and Ankhs of Sacrifice. So those two things drop quite a bit here. So it's a really good spot to farm, especially for mages or healers. We take the first left here. We're gonna end up in the kitchen. Gonna kill these guys slowly but surely. Make sure to use cover as well, hiding behind the chairs, the tables, to make sure that the mages don't deal as much damage as possible to you. Always making sure that you are behind cover is really a good thing in this game, honestly. So we're gonna loot these guys. Refresh a tonal area. Every time I'm going to be changing rooms, I'm going to think about casting another tonal area, just because I want to make sure that it ticks for as long as possible. With this room, same thing, I just walk in. These guys have really low health bars, so they're going to drop really quickly. This room was easy. And then we can head over to the mage room. So, since I know I'm going to the mage room, I'm not going to cast the tonal area just yet. I'm going to wait till I make it to the stairs. And it's when I get to the stairs that I'm going to start casting it. Right here. Then that's where I'm going to cast my Refrain of Resistance. And in just a little bit, I'm going to start casting the Rhapsody of Recovery as well. There we go. That's going to be how I'm going to deal with this room in the best way possible. Don't forget to use cover once again. Cover is a really smart idea, and the Atonal area doesn't get a damage debuff from cover. So you can hit things through walls, through tables, through environment with no problem with this song. Refresh our small buffs. And you could also use Concussive Canticle here. I was trying to show a different way to do this room without using Concussive Canticle all the time. So you can take care of this room without it. But you could also take it and do that extra bit of damage if you wanted to. Cast Refrain of Resistance. Always be stacking. Don't forget to cast your Mind Lock from time to time, making sure it's always up. And there we go. So this is the Elven Mage Room, or the Rise Library. And then we can head over to the Archers. Now there is usually another mage in that little hole here, which brings you onto this platform. So you can go and kill that one as well. But we're just going to head right on through into the Archer room. Now for the Archer room, what I usually do is I just run right through around these statues here. I'm going to pick up aggro from pretty much everyone. And I'm gonna go hide behind one of these statues in the middle here. So I'm gonna position myself right here, behind cover, and just wait for them to come at me and just die from the atonal damage. Go. Everyone's dead. Happy. And then we can head over to the Troll. no, not the troll. We could kill the troll, but we're just gonna head straight to the dragon. So while my songs are already stacked here, I'm gonna make sure that I just refresh my tonal area first before jumping down. And then I'm gonna change decks here for the same deck I was using to fight the boars, which for those who haven't seen that video, I simply replaced the Refrain of Resistance for Concussive Canticle. I'm gonna start stacking while we head down. We jump off these platforms. Then once we're down here, we just cast our Torment on the dragon and starts casting these Concussive Canticles. And yes, it will happen that you get interrupted sometimes with a 5-second cast time for Concussive Canticle. It will happen. And there we go. So the dragon is dead as well, and that is my usual round of the rise. So afterwards, I just go back through this entrance here. To make sure you're getting the right one, you do not want the one with the spikes. The one with the spikes will lead you to Tartarus. Instead, you want to use the other entrance here from the pit, which will lead you right back into the barracks, that small room with the small archers. And there we go. So that is how to do the rise with a bard deck. Hope you liked the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in another one.